Happy Tuesday. RP PB Rock, RP. Ox Podcast. Oh yeah. Song playing Selfish. PB Rock, RP. Let's go. Hawks Podcast. Let's go.
I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself because I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself, I swear. I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself because I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else. I want to order myself. Now that I got you here, girl, I ain't gonna play with you.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of things that I wanna say to you.
Let's go.
Girl, you know you the shit. Balenciaga's on your kicks.
Version.
Nipples all on your but we ain't gon' trip. Cause I'm not ready for no commitments. But I swear I hate seeing you with them.
Yeah.
And I know you ain't trying to control me. And I know you tired of being lonely. I can't help how I feel. I'm just keeping it real. They can't hear you, girl, because I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself because I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself, I swear. I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself because I'm selfish.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Hawks Podcast. Today's episode 9. Now, it hasn't been that long since the last episode, but it has been a few days. So I just wanted to say that I've been busy preparing for school. School time is coming, but I am going to make sure I prioritize uploading a few videos on both channels on as many times as I can. At least a few times before summer 2022 officially ends, which officially ends in a few days. I believe Friday. So I'm going to make sure I pump out content today, tomorrow, and Thursday. I know this message is going to be outdated if you're watching this in October, even October 2022, but I just wanted to say that at the beginning. So anyways, that song that was played at the beginning was Selfish by PNB Rock RP. He passed away a week ago, and man, it's just been a crazy news month, I think, overall this entire year, but that was crazy news as well. I just want to say condolences to his family, RP PNB Rock. Definitely had some hits under his belt. Every Day We Lit, hit song back in 2017, especially for people who are based in America. You already know that song. He has a lot of great features. He's man, it's just sad that he's gone, man. RP PNB Rock. And I played Selfish, which is his most known song, but that's not my favorite PNB Rock song. It's probably Scrub by PNB Rock, which is on Catch These Vibes, which was released back in 2017. In today's podcast, we're going to be reacting to a LoveLiveServe video. Now, it's what is your biggest regret? I want to say before I continue that I actually watched this video a week ago, and what I mean is I was trying to record this podcast. I was trying to record this podcast a week ago, and for some reason I didn't have the time to edit. I was really busy. Like, when I tell you the apartment hunting season is difficult, bro, it is difficult finding apartments, bro, for school. If you're trying to live off campus, like if you try to live on campus, it's pretty easy to sign up, and make sure you sign up as soon as possible. But it's stressful, man. It's just time consuming. So I didn't really have the motivation to like post any content, but definitely for sure, I'm gonna make sure I prioritize uploading content for the rest of the summer. So let's get into it, even though it's only a couple of days. Well, I've been having a good summer, man. It's been a great summer. So we're just gonna end off properly, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the work ethic. I've been working hard, man. And we're gonna keep going. What's your biggest regret? Let me know. My biggest regret, obviously for the summer, is not uploading as much content as I wanted to. But that is just how things happen sometimes. You know, this only God truly knows what's happening. So honestly, I just do the best I can. You know, especially now I'm 20, so I'm not trying to make any excuses, but let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Shout out LoveLiveServe for this video. What's your biggest regret? I remember watching this a week ago. I don't remember every single thing he said, but I do remember there's one part at the end. I'm just going to play all the way through. You're going to see what happens. It's a wholesome moment. But anyways, let's get into it, man. Let's go, man. Rhino and Noah.
And your biggest regret is
staying in a relationship way longer than I needed to.
Being too nice and allowing people to treat me like
not trying to have a relationship with my mom. Regrets. Everybody has them. I think there's two types of people in the world. People with regrets and liars. The definition of regret is when you feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or missed opportunity.
I bet. Also, I want to clarify that I'm just going to run through the video as much as I can. I'll probably go to the halfway point, and then I'll say some things.
Initially, I wanted to interview old people for this video, but I thought, why not talk to some young Americans, some college students, and see what some young people's regrets were. So Noah and I went to a few different universities in LA and asked the students what their biggest regret was. And today we're here with
Amanda.
Hello, Amanda. Gay son or thought daughter? So, what's one of your biggest regrets?
One of my biggest regrets would have to be
Not having as much fun in high school and placing too much effort on my academic validation.
personally, I wish I spent more time with my mom growing up.
Wasting so much time on TikTok.
Damn, how much time do you think you spent on there?
3 hours a day.
Oh,
Not learning Italian because my dad only speaks Italian, so now I can't talk to him.
How does that work?
I talk slowly in English, my mom's like the translator.
probably say like listen to my parents in like 9th and 10th grade, because that shit, they made me stay home all day and I didn't talk to nobody, you feel me?
I think I would have to say wearing jorts in 7th grade.
Not committing to something I love, which was baseball.
Not starting golf earlier, and basketball, like not going to my fullest expectations, you know, like always being scared, nervous, like all 4 years of my high school.
Regret not talking to this guy I liked in pre-K. I could have continued, and I don't know where it would have been.
My biggest regret is not listening to language podcasts.
I wish I reached out to my friends more during the pandemic.
I would say one of my biggest regrets is not trying to have a relationship with my mom because
No.
I would say one of my biggest regrets is not trying to have a relationship with my mom because she's in prison for murdering my dad. And like, I wish I could have a relationship with her, and like I've tried, and like I feel like something inside myself like I should be able to. Damn, I don't even know how to unpack that one.
So I think it's being very
Hopefully it's good, bro.
high-strung, like at the start of high
Right.
school. I was not fun at all. My sophomore year of high school, I read through my friend's texts because I thought I had the right, and then I realized that was an invasion of privacy, so I'm sorry.
Did you find anything juicy in there?
So juicy, and we're not friends anymore. Everyone hated my best friend in middle school, so then everyone hated me in middle school, and then I had no friends.
Oh, but luckily you have friends now.
Kinda.
Oh, okay, so no one likes her.
Not getting the cactus plant flea market Vapor Maxes.
We thought this concept, what's your biggest regret, was a very simple video. But what we found when we were interviewing more and more students was that people couldn't give an answer. Noah and I would go up to groups of kids, 10, 15, 20 kids, and say, what's your biggest regret? And they would all sit there and look at each other like, I don't, do you have one? And part of me thinks maybe they were nervous because they were being put on the spot by two very handsome YouTubers. That's a possibility.
All right, bro.
Genuinely think it wasn't because they were too nervous or put on the spot, but rather people are NPCs.
NPC is a video game
Oh,
term.
goodness.
NPC stands for non-player character. They're essentially just background characters. An NPC person in real life is basically just a person that doesn't have very much substance. They're essentially on autopilot. They don't really think for themselves. They're really just random background characters. And most people on these college campuses were NPCs.
Basically, Noah and I make these videos with the intention of
So I'm gonna pause right here. So now you know what NPC is basically when people refer to the term NPC.
having a good final message or something that the viewers can walk away with. Maybe people will have a newfound motivation or new enlightened perspective on something. I thought if everyone hears other people's regrets, they'll think more about their own life and maybe walk away a better person. But unfortunately, the more people that we interview, the more I realize most people are rarely introspective and don't really think about their life in the grand scheme of things. They just kind of are on autopilot constantly.
One of my biggest regrets is letting people get away with a lot of stuff and being too nice to people.
One of my biggest regrets is like staying in a relationship way longer than I needed to. Oh man, I was with this girl. It was my first relationship ever. I didn't really have the balls to cut it off.
Pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Even though I knew like long term, like our values didn't align, I wasn't really into her.
I would say my biggest regret is focusing too much on academics.
How many years or months did you waste in a relationship?
Like after about 4 months, I knew, and I was with her for 22, so 18.
And I would say
Wow.
my biggest regret is not saying I love you enough to the
Year and
people
a
I
half.
care about.
I love you.
Being too nice and allowing people to treat me like
not spending enough time with my loved ones before I moved away and taking them for granted.
Well, one of my biggest regrets is back in high school, I would always try to hang out with the cool kids. And recently I had a class where I seen someone who's not so cool, I guess. I ended up talking to her after class, and she's really cool. You know, don't judge a book by its cover.
What did that girl look like that you were saying?
She's like emo.
Emo? One of your biggest regrets?
I don't live life with regrets. I don't have any.
Oh yeah, sorry for that laugh. This is ugly.
There's not one thing in your life that you thought, damn, I probably should have done this.
No, not really. Because if I didn't do anything that I've done, I wouldn't be here where I am right now.
I refuse to believe that just because people are young,
All right, let's keep going.
they don't have regrets. Sure, the older you get, the more regrets you'll have. But I would say to people, are you telling me you don't have one thing in your life that you wish you would have done, or something that you wish you hadn't have done in your 18, 22, 24 years of living? You don't have one thing? I have new things every day. But regardless of other people's shortcomings, I was determined to make sure that this video had a nice message at the end. So I want to tell you guys about something that happened to me recently.
Right, he about to get into it. But my biggest regret, of course, I already said in the beginning of the video, not open as much as I could have in summer 2022, but that is something I can mitigate over the year. Like, I have a year, 12 months to do that, so it's really something that I gotta focus on throughout each month. Each month you gauge what can you do, what happens, you know, certain things you just don't plan for, so you just plan ahead for the best. I really wanted to like really go hard this summer, but it's alright. When it comes to my biggest regret, I don't really have a specific one in mind besides that at the moment. So I really think that, especially someone who's 20 years old, I don't think about it too often. I know they just literally said the term NPC, being introspective. I think personally I'm kind of introspective, but I don't think about my regrets as much. I mean, there's certain things that have happened to me that are embarrassing, that I could say those are my regrets. You know, they're embarrassing that happened publicly, not publicly, but like in a school setting that I wish didn't happen. That was when I was younger, maybe when I was like 16, 17. Those things aren't like super, oh my goodness, this is terrible, this should have never happened ever. Like, those are things that honestly are kind of understand. Sorry, my throat. I need some water after this recording. Certain things that happen because of misguidedness or just lack of preparation. So I do have certain things that I would say are embarrassing. I think I have more embarrassing moments than regret, to be honest. I don't really want to regret as much, but you know, because that's just gonna hold me back, I feel like. And this is my thought process at this very moment. So this is me just saying this at this very moment. But let's hear what story Rhino has, and then we'll end off this video.
I thought it was incredible, and I thought it was worth sharing. I was shopping at a mall in Orange County, and I walked into the store, and I was wearing a Neymar jersey. I was wearing a jersey because it was like hot as hell outside. And I'm shopping, trying to buy something, and then I hear kids saying, Neymar, Neymar. And I look behind me, and there's like a youth soccer team of kids kind of like screaming at me from outside the store, saying, Neymar. They must have thought I was Neymar. So then these kids start running into the store, peeking at me through the aisles. We'll pop up some pictures here. Peeking at me through the aisles, saying, Neymar, Neymar. And these kids legitimately thought, because I was tatted and wearing a Neymar jersey, that I must have been Neymar. So I was like, that's crazy. I walk outside. They start coming up there chanting Neymar now in the middle of the facility. It's the kids chanting Neymar. It's crazy. I said, let's take a picture. Y'all the one and only Neymar. Let's grab a picture. So we grabbed the picture, and then they say, come to our soccer game tonight. We're playing in the finals. And I was like, I was exhausted. I had a headache.
What time's the game? All right, I'll come. Okay.
And I thought, you know what? This is a crazy night. I've never had something like this happen to me. I'm popping out to the soccer game. Because you guys know I was a soccer legend growing up. Roll the clip.
Yeah, I remember this, bro. I've been watching LoveLiveServe for a little minute. A couple years, almost a few now.
I came to this youth soccer team's game. So my squad is looking strong today. We're coming out with the win. So let's go. To be fair, they're playing all Mexicans, so I am a little bit worried. But we got this. It was an incredible match. I was dapping up the parents. I'm talking to the parents. I'm reliving my childhood. The kids that all thought I was Neymar, they played phenomenally. They're actually a really good-ass team.
Let's go!
They ended up winning the championship in incredible fashion. I was screaming and cussing on the sidelines along with the other parents. Any people who play organized sports, you know how it gets on the sidelines with the parents. You got the one dad that yells too much. You got the one mom that yells too much. You got the mom that yells profanities. You got the wife telling the husband to calm down. The game finished, they won the championship. Everyone was happy that Neymar made it to their soccer game. team trains hard every day. We had a game plan and we executed perfectly. I mean, even when it got a little tricky and we lost some momentum for a little bit, we stayed calm, relaxed, and put away more goals. So proud of my team. And at the end, at the ceremony, when they were giving out the medals, the coach gave me a little speech. He said,
We met him today at lunchtime, and the guy said, look, he looks like Neymar. They took a picture and said, hey, we have a game finally. Nobody believes he's gonna show up.
put a medal around my neck. I was dancing with the whole team. All the parents were extremely thankful and grateful that I was there. Nobody even knew who I was. Like, they did not know I was a YouTuber.
That's the crazy part.
Which was crazy. Normally, I'm used to people saying, oh, you're a YouTuber. For the first time, I had people coming up to me because they thought I was someone else. They thought I was Neymar. But then they realized I wasn't clearly Neymar, but I was just a random guy that they met at a store. In the end, they gave me a medal. It was an amazing night, and it's one that I'll never forget. This is great.
That's great. That's wholesome, for sure.
My team did amazing. Grateful to be here. So I think the moral of this story, in my eyes, is essentially just say yes to everything. People oftentimes regret the things they didn't do as opposed to the things they did do. So within reason, say yes to everything, put yourself out there, be uncomfortable, and don't live the life of an NPC that just moseys through life with no ideas and with no ambition and thoughts, and really challenge yourself to push the limits and be 1% better every day. That's it. Don't be an NPC.
That's true.
Bye.
Thanks for restoring my faith in the younger generation.
Yes. This is what...
Bruh. He really said, thanks for restoring my faith in the generation. Neymar, hey, great video from LoveLiveServe. It's a great video, Shout out to Rhino, shout out to Noah. Man, so that does it. What is your biggest regret? Let me know. I just wanted to answer this question simply. I didn't want to go into deep philosophical thought. I already gave some of my thoughts in the middle of this video, in the middle of this podcast episode. So, yeah, shout out LoveLiveServe, shout out Rhino and them. It's Rhino and them. Shout out Rhino and them. Shout out LoveLiveServe and No Boats. Also, NPC, just make sure you live your life with as much critical thought as you can. Don't just kind of live your life as if it's like a automated script over and over again, like you're an AI. Just go to your job, then do this, and then do this, and this, and do that. Man. Switch it up. And, you know, make sure you live your life with some purpose. Elevate past that thing that's blocking you. Don't want to elevate that thing that's blocking you. Let's put in quotes. Elevate that thing that's blocking you. You know, but it is a struggle. It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday struggle, man. Joe Budden. Anyways, yeah. Let's finish this video. Let's finish this clip. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next clip, which will be posted either today or tomorrow on Wednesday. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching Hawks Podcast. It's episode 9, win episode for sure. And yeah, shout out to LoveLiveServe, of course, and RPPB Rock. Let's play. Conversion. PG channel.
Have myself cook us up a dinner. Girl, you know you with when I ain't
With it.
Name a place I can take you there. I'll do anything to make you laugh. And you can have anything, just ask. But just know that I'm selfish. And I swear I can't help it. But it's all for you. Yeah, it's all for you. I'm selfish. I want you all to myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you all to myself because I'm selfish, I want you all to myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you all to myself, I swear. I'm selfish, I want you all to myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you all to myself because I'm selfish, I want you all to myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else. I want you all to myself.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hawks Podcast. Episode 9. Appreciate the support. Peace out. Have a nice day. Goodbye.